2025, a dynamic and turbulent year for the country's economy. In the Eastern Cape, the already high unemployment rate rose further due to closure of major companies, including over 900 layoffs at Goodyear and more than 600 at Aspen.
It has been very encouraging to see the green shoots emerging in South Africa's economy this year, especially with regards to the stability around electricity supply and the improved efficiencies at the country's ports, and also the country being removed from the grey listing were all positive developments. On the negative side and of concern is the reduction we're seeing in manufacturing jobs and the erosion and displacement of local vehicle manufacturers, where imported vehicles are becoming the preferred products of choice among consumers.
It's important for us to look into the issue of domestic reforms, such as how do we boost our energy sector? How do we make our ports efficient? How do we fix our infrastructure, e.g. your rail? These to me are not negotiable. We have to ensure that we continue to improve our infrastructure, more specifically the agricultural sector as well as the manufacturing sector, to make it more globally competitive.
Despite this, Nwadi believes this year has positioned the country as one of the big players in the global economy. However, this comes with great challenges.
This highlights the asymmetry of global competition. While we fix our house, while we fix our economy in South Africa, we still are facing external pressures like cheap imports and shifting trade tariffs that remain relentless, given the fact that the United States of America has announced raising of the tariffs against South African imports, and this is going to continue to constrain the gains that we have experienced in 2025.
On the positive side, increased overseas demand, favorable weather, and improved logistics saw the citrus exports rise by 22% compared to last year. This has limited the impact of the United States' 30% tariff this season.
Since the advent of the reciprocal tariffs, government has been going all around finding new markets. So we've been joining them on travels to India, with travels to China, with travels to Indonesia and so forth, and Vietnam, looking for new markets. So that work, and we are very grateful to government for taking that initiative. With the growth that we've experienced this year, with 203 million cartons exported, we need new markets. The tariffs make us uncompetitive. They were unfortunately, or fortunately for us, put at this time when we have already at the tail end of the season. And then what has happened is that growers had front-loaded most of the shipments. So the shipments had gone in before the tariffs came into being in August of 2025. And that way we were able to avoid the tariffs. Had the tariffs started with us at the beginning of the season, we would have had to look at many other options in terms of where that fruit would end.
Meanwhile, some economists see the exit of South Africa from the TATF grey list as a major win that will reduce the trade investment cost.
On the wins and positioning South Africa for 2026, there are key advantages here that we need to consider. Number one, the primary win is restored credibility. To me, that's a win. That's a winning side. Now that South Africa can now start to aggressively market itself as a reformed and de-risk destination for long-term investment, particularly in sectors like renewable energy, green minerals, and financial services. The government can now use this renewed trust as a springboard to fast-track policy implementation, especially in energy and logistics. Furthermore, Africa Gateway narrative is now much more stronger than ever before. The international partners looking for a stable, compliant entry point will now consider South Africa with fresh eyes.
Business and academia say this year has shown that the country's institutional integrity and compliance are not just formalities, but key economic drivers. As 2026 approaches, the Eastern Cape economy will continue to grapple to stay afloat. SABC, SABC News, Kabeg.